Hey everybody, it's Mega T Garrett here. I'm making this video in response to the YouTube attention I've gotten over the last 2 weeks, and the first thing I want to say is thank you. I never expected this response from my Zelda game. I just wanted to finish out the game starting out 2016. I just wanted to get that darn game done, post it to YouTube, 5-year achievement, and just say, there, done. Because I just finished the game on unceremoniously. If you've watched the video, the final battle against Ganon, and that's how it kind of looked to me. But given my response that I've gotten, it's I can see that people really thought it was a great achievement, and I agree. And if it's your first time to my channel watching that video, thanks for subscribing and staying with me as I continue to post more videos. If you stuck with me through the whole 5 years of pain, even the old method that I did, and from all the way from the Deku tree, thank you so much for staying with me. And as a treat, what I'd like to do is a little Q&A session. I had a friend go through all the comments and kind of compile which ones are from like oddball questions, less frequent, to the most frequent questions. So I just want to go through and answer those questions for a lot of people, and of course I'll do more of these if there's more comments. So to ask the questions today, I actually have brought a friend of mine. It's a friend who actually spends a lot of time with me. We're together a lot, and he's not real in the real sense. He kind of lives in the virtual world. His name is Alex. And so welcome, Alex.
Hey Terry, it is great to be here.
Well, it's great to have you, Alex. So what is our first question?
Have you considered 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound system or headset while playing?
Well, I don't know if the N64 games are built for 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound. They do have stereo sound, and I really haven't considered because I didn't think the cost justified the means. If I got a system that big, it would do a great job, but with the stereo headphones that I had now, it did just as well because I wouldn't have been able to pass the game if they weren't. So the speakers that I had set up in my earlier videos and the headphones that I used later have definitely gotten the job done. But that might be a consideration for later games that might implement that type of sound system.
What would you say is the hardest thing in Zelda and in video games in general?
Well, I would say the hardest thing in Zelda, and everybody's going to be surprised about this because they're going to say something in the water temple, but it actually is in Zora's Domain as a kid. That little game where they throw the rupees off the top of the waterfall and you have to dive in and collect them, that part takes me forever. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack. Like I swim around, dive, and I hope I hit a rupee, and of course the more you collect, the less there is to collect, so the harder it gets. I think when I did that video, it took 2 hours of recording, ended up being like 1 minute in the video. So that tells me how long that part actually takes.
You have a few CrossFit videos. Are you going to show us more workout videos?
It is true. I do have a couple CrossFit videos on my channel. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. I do a deadlift one and then a max clean and jerk one. So I want to do more CrossFit videos because that's another aspect of my life. I just don't sit on the couch and play games. I go to the gym, and for those out there who care, I have like a 355 deadlift and like a 150-pound snatch, and my weight is like 150. So you do the numbers to figure out my body to weight ratio. But for those videos, I don't know exactly what to show. I can show a few exercises I can do, but if people out there want to give me ideas about what I can show, or workout ideas, or how I do stuff in CrossFit, just shoot me some comments or some messages and I can give you ideas, and we can start making videos for those.
Are you well aware that the version of Zelda you're playing has the altered Fire Temple music?
You know what? How can you tell? The music in that game for the Fire Temple is just basically like a tambourine in the background, and then just these voices. So I don't know. I've never heard the quote-unquote non-altered or altered. What I do know is I do believe my ROM was from the GameCube version of the game, not the 64 version. I thought those games were actually mirrored of each other, so they appeared backwards. But no, I think that's just because the ROM I was using had that Fire Temple music. I didn't notice actually. So
Did you know you can stun the zombies if you play the Sun Song?
yes, I did. I know you can stun the zombies using the Sun Song. I think I did a couple times in my earlier videos when I got the Sun Song, but most of the time I just wanted to avoid them, and then if I got grabbed, just get them off my back and just keep going. So I just never really used it a lot.
Do you find any rhythm or music games to be playable?
There are several actually. The Guitar Hero series. I have a video of me playing Guitar Hero, and that the reason I'm able to play those games is they have a practice mode built into them, starting with Guitar Hero 3. Another series is Rock Band. Rock Band 2 also has a practice mode. And I can show a video maybe that later of me trying to learn a song on Guitar Hero. Um, but so those games are accessible because I'm able to use the practice mode to learn the songs. The Rhythm Heaven games, the first one I actually played was on the DS, and wonderful game. It was challenging. I can get, if for those who know the game, you have to get perfect on most of the levels, and I was able to get perfect on all but 3. And it was just so frustrating. I haven't had a chance to look at it in a while, but that was a fun game. Dance Dance Revolution, those are impossible because you have to do the movements and everything, and I can't. So yeah, there's some rhythm games I can play, like the Guitar Hero and the Rhythm Heaven games. Those are ones that I found that I can play.
Have you ever considered becoming a professional on YouTube?
No, I have not. My YouTube channel actually started when I posted videos with Oddworld Inhabitants about the Oddworld games, and then I started just posting other videos, and then the Zelda one happened, and after it was completed, the future of my YouTube channel, I'm definitely going to keep posting videos. I definitely want to build and inspire people through other aspects of my life, not just gaming. But as a professional, I don't know what exactly that entails. I know it's a huge time commitment and everything, and if it happens, it happens. If it just I end up with just a small channel like I've got now, I'm happy with that. So let's just stay tuned with that. We'll see what happens.
In your later videos, why do you just record the full game screen and not you?
So the reason that happened was when I was recording my videos before, I was living with friends, and they were able to help me set up my camera, an external one that showed me and the computer screen. But when I moved to my new city, got a new job, and got to my apartment, I didn't have anybody to help set up a camera on a regular basis. And that's when I also took that 2-year-long break. But I was encouraged by other people on YouTube just to keep going. And then finally I got a Mac, which because it has the voiceover, which is Alex, by the way. And I found a screen capture software on there that was able to work with voiceover. So I was able to do the screen capture, and I was able to record the games again. But I couldn't figure out how to set up my camera on my laptop. I still didn't have anybody to do that. So I just recorded the screen capture and talked over it, and I was hoping for the best. I just wanted to get it done. And I know people miss me being in my videos, and it kind of takes out the realness of my videos because I don't appear in them. I can understand why people would think I'm fake if I'm doing it that way. But I am working on setting up a camera. I bought an external camera, so I'm going to try to make that work again. So the future videos I make for like other games, I will appear in. I'm going to bring that back because I know it's a strong element of my games.
Have you or do you work in audio?
A lot of people would think that I work in audio because I'm blind and I'm great at hearing, but actually I haven't had the drive to actually work in audio. Mine is engineering, so I actually was great at science and physics in high school. I got my degree in mechanical engineering back in 2012, and actually I work as a software engineer now. So I don't do audio, but I also do code. So I still do something nerdy.
Can you show us videos of your life, not just gaming?
So that comment came up a lot, and I don't know exactly what people mean. Maybe people can send me comments or messages about like what they'd like to see. I know I have the CrossFit and the gamings, but people have ideas for what else they want to show. I guess I can show like daily activities as a blind person, technology, preparing meals, anything. Just give me ideas and I'll try to make a video out of it.
What do you think about the music in Zelda? What is your favorite? And what about music in general?
So the music in Zelda, I actually really, really like. I think that's one thing that drew me to the game early on. Um, but if I had to pick my favorite music in Zelda, it's got to be a tie between the Gerudo Valley or the Spirit Temple music. I just those both those songs are just great, and of course the music in Zelda is also helpful because it also identifies what area I'm in. Music in general, I tend to lean towards the like 80s rock, like Black Sabbath, Heart, AC/DC, Metallica, that kind of era, or today's country. Like one of my favorite groups right now is Florida Georgia Line, Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, that kind of stuff. So not some people wouldn't call it country. That's why I say today's country. It's vastly different than like Johnny Cash, which he's good too, and Garth Brooks. So definitely the rock and country type of guy.
I love your t-shirts. Where do you buy them and how do you pick out your clothes in general?
So I think the T-shirts that people are referring to, if you don't know, are I had one that had the Hyrule symbol on it. I had one that said "Trust me, I'm an engineer." I don't think I had the one that said it was a camouflage colored shirt that says "I can see you, but you can't see me." People got a kick out of that one. Most of them were gifts. I got them for gifts from most people, and the way I pick out my clothes is I try to be very simple. I wear jeans most of the time, and everything can go with jeans. So I wear polos and t-shirts most of the time. I wear like the no-show socks, and I use black because that goes with everything. So it's kind of like making it simple. I don't do like outfit matching and stuff like that. I just think it's like a waste of time. I'm just want to throw on some clothes that'll look good and go on out. So it's not. I try to keep it simple.
Do you know you look like Matt Damon?
I hear that one a lot, or some comments are like, I didn't know Matt Damon liked Zelda, or Matt Damon is blind. I had no idea. So I've heard it in real life. I've actually heard it more on my YouTube channel than anything else. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know. Because I had limited sight when I was younger, but I never saw a picture of Matt Damon. Um, but I do get references to that a lot. And I'm not gonna. I can't justify it or deny it. So people can just. If I look like Matt Damon, that's fine with me. I really don't care because I'm not as popular as a celebrity. I'm Terry Garrett. So, but it's kind of weird and kind of cool to look like someone, I guess.
How do you know what items you picked up and how do you know what items you choose in your inventory?
So for the first one, what items I pick up, I have no idea. The sound of picking up items, be it Deku nuts, Deku seeds, bombs, arrows, all that stuff, magic, it's all the same. So I just happen to luck out, and when I get arrows and stuff like that, I have to go buy most of that because I don't pick it up enough. There is one item that is special in that case, and it's the hearts. When you pick them up, they make a special noise. As for my inventories, um, I have them memorized. Basically, I know where I am in the inventories, and I just go through and pick the items. I had a friend basically help me out pick what items are in the inventories. I just memorized it.
Are you going to complete Zelda 100%?
Unfortunately, I have to say I won't be able to complete it 100% right now. I'm kind of tired of Ocarina of Time, to be honestly. I want to move on to other games and post some other exciting videos of me doing other stuff. So I may come back to it. I may come back to certain elements like the Bigoron sword side quests and stuff like that. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it that I passed the game. So who knows what the future holds for Ocarina of Time? But I may. We'll see.
Can you do live on Twitch or YouTube?
I don't know much about Twitch or doing live on YouTube. Um, so I don't know if I want to do that yet. I know people want to see it so they can see me do stuff on without edits and uncut and everything, which I think would be really boring for people because it's me just trying stuff over and over and over again or getting lost for about 10 minutes. So, but you never know if like I said before about becoming a professional YouTuber, if that grows, then maybe I'll start doing Twitch and YouTube. But for now, I'll just post videos.
Do you record, edit, upload and comment yourself?
Yes, I do. I actually do all that myself. The only part I had people do was help me set up the camera before, but I do record, edit, upload, and comment all, and I can read all of your comments by myself. There's a couple videos I have on my channel. I'll post them below. about where you can see my old method for doing that. I have a new one now, and I guess I'll have to make videos for that since I'm doing everything on a Mac now. So that will be a future video. But yes, I do all that myself.
How did you break your arm?
So this is an interesting question. It was only for a short period, like 6 weeks, and I didn't even think people would notice, but I actually broke my right arm in karate. I used to do karate when I lived at my friend's house, and I was breaking bricks, and I just one day I went to go strike the bricks. I was slightly too far back, and it bent my hand backwards, and it nicked the radius and the ulna in my wrist right here. So I had to wear a cast for 6 weeks, but I was able to play video games. And no, so that was just a short story. It's the first time I ever broken a bone in my body. Waited until I was 24 to do it. So that's the story behind that.
What game will you do next?
So this is the question everybody's been kind of wondering about, what game I'm going to do next after Zelda. And there have been two suggestions coming out at me. There's been Dark Souls and Majora's Mask. And I have to say, after doing my research, that it's going to be Majora's Mask. For the simple reason that Dark Souls, one, I can't emulate it, and two, people complain about the saving in that game in the first place. Like, I've heard like you can be half an hour away from a save state, a save fire, and get killed on the way there. So, and I need to be able to save at any time. So Majora's Mask it is. I've never played that game. I've only played like the very beginning scene. So that will be a new adventure for me, and stay tuned for videos for Majora's Mask.
Is this your first run at Zelda? If not, how did you know it before?
So no, this is not my first run at Zelda. I actually did Zelda back when I was in college, but I did not do it 100%. I still needed people to help me with parts of like the Water Temple and the Shadow Temple, to be specific. And I basically started playing Zelda because of the videos I was doing, but I fell in love with it because I would hear other people play Zelda and just enjoyed it so much. And once I found out I can emulate it, then I started doing it myself. But the videos I have posted on my YouTube channel is the first time I passed the game all the way through with no assistance.
Are you really blind? If so, how and when did you become blind?
So this is really the most popular question that I actually get on my YouTube channel. Is he really blind? And the simple answer to that is yes. I am 100% totally blind. You can probably tell just by looking at my eyes. My eyes don't really open all the way. But I know that's hard to tell in a lot of my screen capture videos because you can't see me. I actually had limited sight when I was very young, up to age like 10. I lost the sight in my left eye when I was 5 and the right eye when I was 10 due to scar tissue. And that left me totally blind. So, but like I've had a couple people describe elements of Ocarina of Time to me, and I still know colors and I can picture 3D objects. So I can get a visual in my head what the game looks like. And just before I lost my sight, Mario 64 came out on the N64, and I think I saw vaguely of what that game looked like. I never saw Ocarina of Time, but I was basically able to picture how it looked because just replace Mario with Zelda or Link and put him in Link's world, and you basically got Legend of Zelda. So I was kind of able to form a picture in my head what the game looked like. But yes, I am totally blind. I am legit. So, but anybody who just doesn't want to believe that, it's okay. I can understand to a point. Just to screen capture videos. It's one reason I wanted to reappear back in my videos. So that's all the questions that I have for now. If you want me to ask any more, or you want me to do another one of these, please message me or comment. It's easier for me to read messages than comments. And if you were confused about any of the questions in here, just look at the videos below or the other videos on my channel to get a clue. So, and that's it for this. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.